You guys know what time it is. You guys know what we're here for. But welcome back to another video. This is One Frame Man hunts down My Hero Academia heroes. Garou versus My Hero Academia animated crossover. Now, I'm going to say this, like I said, you always say before. Garou clears people just because Garou knows martial arts. People thinks Garou does not clear, right? Garou clears, right? And I'm gonna say this is because he can adapt to people's speeds and he can adapt to people's fighting styles. Now if we're just using base Garou, yeah, he's gonna struggle quite a bit. But if we're using Monster Garou or Pre-Monster Garou or Cosmic Garou, yeah, he's clearing the verse, like he's completely clearing. But base from Garou, yeah, he's gonna struggle. He's gonna struggle. But without further ado, this is by Ron Animation. Shout out to you, my boy. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and let's get into it. Fire picture, by the way.
And we're back with another one. This one's been a long time coming, and with One Punch Man Season 3 airing right now, the timing couldn't be better. So watch till the end, and let me cook. Joining the Gauntlet in this video will feature for the first time in this
I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Let's continue.
series, the hero hunter himself, Garou, going up against several MHA characters. I'll be using the anime.
He better put some high tiers, bro. He better put some high tiers against Garou because, like, these low tiers are not going to stand a chance against him.
Version of Garou for this Gauntlet. And since Season 3 is airing right now, the max form he'll have access to is his Spiral form, which I'm
that form is clearing, like, clearing.
pretty sure is where the season's gonna end off. But spoilers beware for the One Punch Man manga if this video ends up coming out before those moments are animated. That being said, if you guys are ready to see some real epic and badass fights, then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell while you're down there. But without any further ado, let's try to give Garou some more frames than he's been getting this whole season.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google Play
Yeah, I don't
points.
care. Who's that again? Oh, it's the he like makes armor and shit, right?
Garou versus Eijiro Kirishima.
Yeah, the spiky guy. You know, Garou is tearing through you. I'm sorry, you're not that durable. He's tearing through you.
If there's one fight that sets the tone for this Gauntlet, it's this one. Pure grit versus calculated evolution. Kirishima's quirk, Hardening, turns him into a near impenetrable wall. He's endured explosions from Bakugo, attacks from Gigantomachia, and slashes that would have crippled most heroes. Once he activates Red Right Unbreakable, his defense peaks, and the tougher the hit, the stronger his body becomes. Garou, however, doesn't rely on brute force. His strength relies on reading, adapting, and countering. We've seen him keep up with high-speed fighters like Genos while being extremely
And Genos outscales most of My Hero Academia.
injured, dissect Tank Top Master's technique, and evolve mid-battle against S-class heroes. Against Kirishima, the early exchanges would be punishing. Garou's blows ricocheting off hardened armor as he studies the timing and movement behind every defensive shift. But Kirishima's greatest strength is also his limitation. Full hardening sacrifices mobility, forcing him into predictable movements once he braces for impact. Garou thrives in those micro moments, exploiting the rhythm, form, and fatigue. When Unbreakable's time limit starts to waver, that single lapse will be all he needs to break through.
Yeah, you're cooked. You are cooked. Yeah, you're done.
Clash defined by endurance versus adaptation. One built to withstand, the other built to overcome. His KD, 1-0. Garou hunts down his first hero, but let's see who he's got next. Garou versus Lady Nagant. This fight would be all about precision versus adaptability. Lady Nagant's quirk, Rifle, turns her arm into a living sniper cannon, capable of firing hardened hair bullets with deadly accuracies from over 3 kilometers away. She can curve shots mid-air.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did see Deku versus her, or My Hero, or Midoriya, whatever they call him, versus the sniper lady. To be honest, like, low-key, I don't think Deku was struggling. I think he was just, like, he just didn't know. Nah, he was struggling. Let me not glaze. Let me not lie. He was struggling, but I seen a little bit of the fight, but it was just, I don't remember who won, but since the story is continuing, obviously Midoriya won, or whatever his name is.
Ricochet him off surfaces and use airwalk to take the high ground, constantly shifting positions while keeping her
Hey, listen, bro.
targets
Some people call him Deku, some people call him Midoriya. I don't know. Whatever his name is. Green dude. Green hair dude.
sight. But Garou's fighting style is designed to break that kind of advantage. His combat sense lets him read motion patterns and adapt in real time, even before his monster evolution. He managed to parry Def Gatling's entire bullet barrage without a single hit. Against Nagant, that awareness would let him analyze her rhythm, reload timing, and trajectory within moments. Her early volleys would push Garou on defense, but each missed shot
Garou would easily dodge those bullets.
gives him more data, until he anticipates every angle she fires from. Once he closes the distance, her range means nothing, and Garou's raw speed and technique overwhelms her instantly. His KD? 2-0. With Lady Nagant neutralized, Garou presses on through the gauntlet. But who's waiting for him next? Garou.
Okay, this could be fire because his power is just fire. That's what his base power is. But to be honest, I don't think that would matter because Garou just speed blitzes him.
Versus Dabi. Now this matchup burns in more ways than one. Dabi's quirk, Cremation, gives him some of the most destructive firepower in all of My Hero Academia. With firepower even stronger than Endeavor, his blue flames are hot enough to melt steel and engulf entire city blocks. His long-range offense and mobility lets him control space effectively, forcing close-range fighters to constantly stay on the move. But as we've seen, that same power eats away at his own body the longer he fights, making every second a race against his own limits. But heat and destruction don't mean much to someone like Garou. During his fight with Overgrown Rover and Monster King Orochi, both dragon-level threats capable of decimating cities, he took multiple point-blank energy blasts and still got back up. Even while burned and broken, he
Yeah, Garou clears.
adapted mid-fight, learning to dodge and counter Rover's beam pattern until he outlasted it. Compared to that, Dabi's flames wouldn't do more than singe him before Garou adjusts to the heat output and closes the distance.
Goodbye. See you later.
Kill confirmed.
That's exactly what would happen. Yo, that's exactly what would happen, bro.
Once the gap is gone, the fight's decided. Dabi's stamina burns out quickly under constant output, while Garou's strength and precision only ramp up the longer the battle goes. His KD? 3-0. With Dabi out of the way, Garou presses forward, hunting his next target.
Good morning, everybody. We are here to discuss the
Listen, I don't care, man. I don't have those glasses. Hero Killer Stain? Okay, no, this would be interesting because I'm pretty sure his whole thing is like blood and he knows martial arts, right? Somebody let me know. I could be wrong, but doesn't he know some form of martial arts? Right?
Garou versus Hero Killer Stain. The Hero Killer versus the Hero Hunter. Stain's quirk Blood Curdle lets him paralyze opponents by ingesting a small amount of their blood. Combined with masterful swordsmanship, a tactical mind, and exceptional speed, he can dismantle heroes by exploiting a single mistake. His attacks focus on calculated lethality rather than brute force, hitting vital points at the perfect moment. Although Garou is far from a typical target, his fighting style revolves around observation, adaptation, and exploiting patterns. We've seen him multiple times adjust mid-combat to high-speed strikes and counter lethal techniques with minimal openings. Early exchanges would be tense, as Stain tests Garou's reactions, but Garou's reflexes and combat intuition make landing a decisive blow extremely difficult. Each attempt from Stain gives Garou more data to anticipate timing, rhythm, and openings.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah.
Kill confirmed.
Eventually, Garou closes the gap, exploits predictable patterns, and overwhelms Stain with precision and speed. The clash of lethal skill versus evolution ends in Garou's favor. His KD? 4-0. Let's see if the Hero Hunter can close out this gauntlet with a flawless record. Garou.
What are we doing here? He just like copies himself or something. Yeah, no, he duplicates himself. That's it. And he's crazy. That's literally it. That's all he has on his belt.
Garou versus Twice.
He can't even fight. What's going on?
This fight pits raw adaptability against chaotic duplication. Twice's quirk Double allows him to create perfect copies of anyone, including their abilities, fighting style, and intelligence. In a
Okay. That might be a problem.
one-on-one scenario, Garou is facing not just a single opponent, but potentially an endless swarm of iterations, each learning from the last. Early exchanges would see Garou moving fluidly, dodging attacks and countering the originals with his usual precision. But the fight shifts when Twice begins cloning his allies, particularly Shigaraki. And unlike Toga, whose transformations couldn't replicate quirks, Twice's clones retain the abilities and combat experience of the originals. Even if he doesn't have access to the fully broken end-of-series Shigaraki, since he died in Season 6, that version of Shigi still wields decay at a very lethal level. Garou would possibly be facing multiple Shigarakis all capable of using decay simultaneously. Every clone landing a hit compounds the danger, a scale of power and coordination he simply can't contend with his current anime level state. And the overwhelming numbers leave Garou with no safe
Garou would lose.
way to close the distance.
I do know a bit about Shigaraki because we reacted to Mahito vs Shigaraki Death Battle. And I've seen a little bit of the end of series Shigaraki, a little bit. Shigaraki's too durable. Shigaraki doesn't know martial arts, but that's not going to matter because none of Garou's hits would work on him. He can decay cities and with like a single touch. He has like his bounce quirk where he can bounce off midair, which I don't know how he has that. He has apparently 2 souls or something.
Even with his instincts, evolution, and combat skill, Garou's ability to adapt can't keep pace with a swarm of skilled, quirk-wielding clones, making the outcome heavily skewed in Twice's favor. And that wraps up Garou's run through this first round of My Hero Academia opponents. From breaking through Kirishima's unyielding armor, to outmaneuvering Lady Nagant's precision, dodging Dabi's infernos, and finally countering Stain's lethal strikes, he closes this gauntlet with a 4-1 KD. The lone loss to Twice reminds us that
maybe I should have just had faith. Maybe I should have had a faith in this guy. I thought he was just like a complete weakling, but I forgot he could do that. I didn't know he could he could clone the abilities of the characters. I just thought he can just make copies of them that like have like the fighting capabilities. I didn't know he can make the actual abilities. I didn't know that. So to all my Hero Academia fans or whatever, I apologize. Yeah, Garou still clears basically because Monster Garou, and then you have the other one, so
ability. But while devastating, has boundaries when numbers and quirk utility multiply beyond control. But what did you guys think? Did Garou's fights play out the way you expected, or would you have?
I feel like Garou would still try to kill the original. Whatever his name is, he would still try to kill the original before the copy. So yeah.
Given a different outcome to any of these matchups. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed these animations, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
That was fire. Garou versus JJK. Okay, he might struggle with Sukuna, but I still think he beats Sukuna. Okay. He doesn't beat Gojo, for sure. But he definitely has a chance of beating Sukuna. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video with friends. Make sure you watch the Fredbear video that I uploaded. If you guys want Bonnie or any other characters from Hello Neighbor, let me know. And without further ado, I'll see you boys later. Bye.